Hello, everyone, and welcome to the moon phase reading that I like to do for the magical weather, the spiritual energy level of the next moon phase between the new moon on September 2nd and the full moon on September 17th. This reading, if it has found you, then you should probably pay attention. However, if you are a longtime viewer, you know what this is about. This is about what we need to know if we are magical practitioners, if we are doing manifestations, if we are doing prayers, if we are trying to work with energy, if we're doing Reiki, if we are connected to the spiritual realms, which all of us are in some way. This is to let us know what we should be working on within that realm or what we should be looking out for. It's a little bit different. It's not just a general overview reading. It is, but it's a little bit more focused to what we need to know regarding that type of work for the period of this new moon to full moon. And new moon to full moon is always about planting seeds, about getting things in order, getting ready, making plans for then the release of that energy at the full moon. Now, last reading that brought us to this new moon was very much about making sure you rested and you got good sleep and you focused on your dreams. I for one had some incredible dreams here in the last few days. So it was very pertinent to me, and I made it a point to really not push forward on too much, but instead to rest and recover from what was an intense full moon. Am I right? Full moon, Mercury going direct, all of that. So let's get in with the reading. I'll be pulling these cards with my pendulum. I'll pull 3 cards, and we will see what needs to be said. And this is the energy for what we need to know from this new moon cycle to the full moon coming up. Thought 2 in there. Which one of those 2? Okay, tuck that down here. Keep going. So I think there's a couple in there. There's 2 there as well. This one. Okay. See what is in store for us, what we need to know moving forward. This new moon, I'm recording this on the day of the new moon. The moon happens this evening. I like to kind of keep these close to the actual event, not put them too far forward. So, hold on, I'm picking up on something. This card is first. We're going to do it like this. It's changing it up on everybody. We're going to change it like this. So this is important. 8 of Cups, followed by the 5 of Swords. Interesting, and 5 of Wands. Okay, right away, again, no major arcana cards. So this is going to be more about nitty-gritty work, about the individual day to day. There's no big major arcana themes for this period of the next 2 weeks. This 8 of Cups is all about a project is finished, you are happy with it, and you are moving on to something else. 8 of Cups is about emotions. This is about emotional work. If there was something that through your rest and recovery from the previous reading, from that previous moon phase, if you feel like you attain something or you gain something or you were able to put some pieces into the puzzle because you were resting or maybe because of the dreams you had, you are now able to leave something behind. This could be grief. This could be an emotional project. This could be something that you're really invested in emotionally. And here's a new moon. I'll lift this up for the camera to see. Here's a new moon right here. And during this new moon, during this phase from new moon to full moon, leave old emotional baggage behind. It's over. You've completed it. It's time to step forward. These two cards tend to tell me a little bit more that as we figure out what we need to leave behind, what we've completed, we have two very different cards about conflict. We have the Five of Wands, which is about good-natured sportsmanship, competition, that friendly rivalry, and these are a bunch of kids beating each other with sticks and having stick fights, and they're all going to be friends when they're done. They're all about, it's that high five after that teams give each other, or a handshake after some fierce competition. That's the energy of this card. And this is the energy you're going to want to look at. This energy, however, is, I think, a warning. This is about bullying. This is about taking something like overusing your intellect, or using cutting words, and a battle where maybe you've pushed a little too hard. To the aggressor go the spoils, is what I hear with this card. Be very careful about the energy of this card. If you feel like you're going to start getting into this energy, maybe you need to stop and shift it towards this. And this is all about as you are preparing to leave and make your departure from this emotional energy. How would this apply in magical work, or in prayer, or in manifestation? If you're trying to put something behind you, you're going to want to focus more on the energy of what this kind of energy of what is competitive, that is what is a passion to you, what gets your blood going, what gets your heart rate going, what makes you excited and fun to maybe bump shoulders with somebody else as you depart the old ways. The new ways can be fun and sporting and entertaining. So how do you pull that energy into this departure from something old, of an old way of being, an old emotional way of being? How do you move and start to climb and move out of that and into something new? You want something that's a little bit more fun with other people, that you're engaged with other people. So if you're trying to manifest a new job, perhaps, and you're going to try and leave an old job, start looking at jobs that fire you up, looking at jobs that have maybe a little bit of competition, or a little bit of just really positive movement and energy to them that interests you. Don't look for this kind of energy where you would take a job where you would be really an overlord of someone, right? Like an obstinate supervisor. And this is about not being dejected, not feeling beat up, not feeling beat up by your thoughts. Moving away from that. Not focusing on this energy, not focusing on a controlling, aggressive energy. There's a difference in these two types of aggression, and that's where the key to this new moon to full moon lie. And I feel very strongly that one of these, if whatever energy you pick, is going to play out in triple on the full moon. Like, as you work on this process and you think about what perhaps is part of yourself that you need to leave behind, a problem that you've tried to solve, even a relationship, or an old relationship that you're turning into a new relationship, leaving it behind and engaging in this is much more important than trying to engage it like this. And then that energy is going to fold out or unfold as we get into the full moon. And then that full moon energy, of course, we'll do another reading for the full moon to the next new moon, but this is what I'm getting right here. I hope this helps. I think it's really cool that we have a new moon here, and it's a new moon right now. Just looking at the cards, seeing, I get the funniest feeling that this is like people's spirit guides. Like they're watching the interplay of all this. I don't know. It just popped in my head. How silly of me. But so we have 2 5s here too, right? And again, it's a choice as this departure happens, as this is a choice. This is why the cards wanted to come out like that. I think that's why I felt that pull. Okay, so we're going to pull this final card. I like to pull these. These are the Ancestors, Angels and Ancestors cards. This is a final, I'm just going to pull this by hand. This is a final sort of punctuation to what we're talking about. Air Guardian, there we go. Shift your perception. Right, and that goes right here. Shift your perception. You're leaving on to something new, something better. You've done what's needed to be done, and it's now, you need to shift your perception away from this, away from almost like an ego-based to this, which is not ego-based. It's about losing yourself and having fun in the competition, in the back and forth, in the interchange of energies. This can be in all sorts of ways. This can be, wands are all about creativity. They're all about passion. They're all about fire. So there you go. I hope this has helped. Let me look at things one more time. Yeah, and this is about completion. This is about the end of a cycle. This is about, this new moon is a break. It allows you to move on. Something new. It goes along with that new moon energy. And it's time. This is a little bit, actually, I think more, I can't tell. There's a little sliver there. So I'm wondering if that is maybe right at the edge of a new moon, one way or the other. Okay. Again, I hope this has helped. I hope you have a wonderful period of the next 2 weeks as we move towards this full moon. I hope you find and figure out what you are completing and moving and shifting into that is new. And keep going. Thanks everybody for watching. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. Those links will be down below. I try to post somewhat regularly on Instagram, either daily readings or personal readings or fun little tarot bits. And yeah, feel free to come over there and find me there. Like and follow if you enjoyed this reading. If you have any other ideas of readings you'd like for me to do, either about something happening out in the world or anything at all, contact me. You can leave a comment on this video. You can reach me via Instagram. And I also do personal readings. You can reach out and talk to me there. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a wonderful new moon to full moon. Bye-bye.